Hi, Tim and Lily. This is Stephen with Virtuous SEO, a digital marketing company that we work out of Fayetteville, North Carolina, and we work with plumbers all across North Carolina. I spoke with Nicole yesterday, and she said it would be okay to go ahead and send you this video. In this video, I just want to go over how to improve your online presence so you can get seen in Google search results so you can get clicks and clients. I just want to go over three things real quick that will actually there are tips that you can implement yourself, or you can give me a call. And if you find value in this, if you want to talk with me, please, you can give me a call or you can just respond to this email. But I just want to share three tips that will actually help you start ranking. And we call these the three pillars of SEO, which is content, citations, and backlinks. And I'm going to make this as quick as I can. So first, let's go over content. Content is anything on your homepage here, all the text, all the pictures, uh, pretty much everything. Google likes to see between 1,000 and 1,500 words on a homepage, such as this, such as a plumbing website, this industry especially. It gives you a lot of opportunity to put in these buyer intent keywords that people are searching for, and it gives you plenty of room so it doesn't look like you're keyword stuffing either. It's just a really good number. Um, the content is also the pictures, and it's not necessarily the pictures themselves, but it's what they're saved as. When Google sends out, they send out these robots that scour the internet 24/7. And so when they search these websites, they see the text, but they see what these are saved as, the pictures, what they're saved as. And this gives you plenty of opportunity as well, because you can save these pictures as keywords. And I'll show you why that's so important. I use a tool here called Ahrefs, very, very powerful for SEO. And I want to concentrate in this little section right here, the search section. So in the past 30 days, your site was found for two keywords and it was clicked on 8 times through the search results. I put in one of your top competitors for Raleigh, and I'm using Raleigh as an example because it gets by far gets the most search volume for the plumbing industry in all the triangle area, in all the areas that you service. So Midtown Plumbing is one of the number one sites in Raleigh. So I plugged them into this tool as well. And in that same section, over a rolling 30 days, their website was found for 81 keywords and it was clicked on 275 times in the past 30 days. So what I like to do with this tool is go into the top competitions keywords. We can click on those and we can see what keywords they're being found for, and actually how much traffic, like how many. So for example, plumber Raleigh was searched 500 times in the past 30 days. Their site alone was clicked on 50 times just for that key phrase. So I like to go in and see what keywords the competition has, and then go in and see, we can see what keywords you have, and you're only being found for two and they're branded, right? Which is a good thing. I mean, it's good that you're being found for your brand. I'm not sure if that's your brand, because I believe you have two X's. But we definitely want to get these other keywords. And what we do is we find out the top one. So this would be a top one. So plumber Raleigh is 500 alone. Plumbers Raleigh is another 200. Raleigh plumbers another 100. When you add up all these Raleigh, like the plumber and Raleigh combinations, you get well over 1,000 people searching a month. So you definitely want to put that on your site. And we go into their site, see how many times they're putting these keywords on. So for example, if they had that plumber Raleigh that gets 500 searches a month, if they have this on their site 4 times, we put it on 5 or 6 times your site. And we do that with every keyword. That way you're beating them out in the content department. So that's basically content. And now I want to go over citations, and to put citations into context, I bring up a search page. So plumber Raleigh NC is another one of the big ones. When you first pull a search up like that, the first thing that's going to come up are ads. Now, good SEO negates ads. Ads, they have their place, but they get about 5% or less of people who are searching this term are going to click on an ad. What I want to focus on is underneath the ads, you have the map pack. This sponsored here, that's another ad. So These three is what we're looking at. Citations are the number one driver here. While there are many factors, citations is the number one driver. Citation is your business name, address, phone number on an online directory such as Angie, um, whitepages.com, yellowpages.com, Facebook is even one. There's a ton of them. And generally speaking, these sites that are in the top three have at least 150 citations. I have access to a tool that can show me all the citations, what citations, how many citations these businesses have. So if the top business say they had 200 citations, we would not only get 200, we get 250. You'd want to beat them out in that department, and we get the really high quality ones. Because the more citations you have with your name, address, and phone number on exactly the same on each, it really builds. It just continues to build trust with Google, and that's why they use it as a metric in ranking you in this pack. And it's really important to get in here as well, because these three combined will get about 45% of searches from people that search whatever plumber Raleigh, NC, whoever's searching this. It's right around 45% are going to click on one of these. Now underneath that, this is your organic Google search results list. Number one spot here gets about 40% alone of clicks. So I know Midtown Plumbing and Michael and Sons, they're pretty competitive, so they seem to go back and forth. But backlinks are the main driver here. So a backlink is essentially another website on the internet that has a link on their site that when clicked, it leads back to your site. That's the definition of a backlink. Now Google uses backlinks as it's a popularity contest. That's essentially what it is. So the more relevant this site that's linking back to you is, and they can link back to you through a blog, a web release, anything really. They're talking about a service that they have, and they put a link to you. That's basically what it is. But the more relevant it is to your site and the more popular it is, we call it authority, the more authoritative it is and trustworthy it is, and it gets a lot of views and is ranked really high with Google, the more of those sites you have that are linking back to you, Google sees that as giving you credibility. They're passing on their authority to you, and they're saying, well, this guy's popular, so if they're linking back to this other site, they must be popular as well. So you want as many of those as you can, and that'll push you up in ranks. But quality is better than quantity here, because if you have backlinks from what we call spammy sites, they're sites that have low to no relevance to your site, to your industry, and they just have low trust with Google. They're like on page 10, get no views. If you have too many of those, it'll push you down in the rankings. So let's go back to this tool that I showed you earlier, and we were in this section last time. So now let's look at this backlink profile section. So right now you're being found for 56 backlinks, right? That competition I was telling you about, 201 backlinks. So with this tool, you can actually click into the backlinks, find out which backlinks are actually authoritative and moving the needle for them. And we reach out to those same websites and get backlinks for you. And not just for this one site, but we like to do it for the top 3 sites. So we go out and get backlinks from the same websites that are passing them authority and giving them power and ranking them. We get them, and then over time, you'll end up moving up and starting to compete with them in those rankings. But you don't stop there. But month after month, you find other websites that are highly authoritative and relevant, and you get backlinks from them. And month over month, you add backlinks, and then you just stay on top, and you actually run away with that top spot. So that is all I have for you. I'm sorry if you hear background noise. I'm not working in my regular spot today. I'm actually, believe it or not, on a cruise, and I found the quietest place I could. So if you hear stuff in the background, please forgive me on that. But I appreciate your time. If you found value in this, and you'd like to talk, you can give me a call at 910-551-2006, or you can just reply to the email. Or if you just want to take these tips and implement them yourself and start getting more traffic and ranking yourself, please feel free to do so. But either way, I appreciate your time, and I'd like to hear your feedback on this. So thank you. Bye-bye.